would like to make a special thank you to Officer Jess McDougal and Emily Ionata, who unfortunately couldn't be here today. The two of them had a real big part in this, putting it together for me. I'm the Cliffwood Beach Neighborhood Watch. Let me start over here. The Aberdeen Township Neighborhood Watch liaison. So Jess McDougal, Emily and Ionata is the. Start over. Turn those off. I wrote this 15 minutes ago.
I know. We had that conversation already.
All right. Thanks for joining us today. I'd like to take a special thank you to Officer Jess McDougal and Emily Ionata. She's the Cliffwood Beach Neighborhood Watch liaison for organizing the fundraiser for making this bench dedication happen. I'd also like to thank the mayor and council for their support and for being with us today. I met Bruce in 2015 at our first neighborhood watch meeting. He was quiet at first, but it quickly became apparent that he was eager to get involved. He seemed to know everything when it came to the neighborhood and town history. He was a wealth of information, and from my recollection, never wrong. He was always the first to offer a lending hand. More importantly, he always had the town's best interest in mind. He attended town council meetings, zoning meetings, and environmental meetings to better educate himself and share his knowledge with us. Eventually, the council took notice of Bruce's willingness to help, and Mayor Taylor invited him to us. We helped him on the Neighborhood Watch Facebook page. Bruce was like the White House press secretary. He kept the messages on target and made sure the communications were appropriate. He was a good man who proudly gave back whenever he could. His energy and dedication were not to be forgotten. On behalf of the Watch Town people Bruce touched, this bench placed right here in the community center will represent his commitment to each of us in this community. Nice picture.
Hey, he's an old grandpa.
Oh, yeah.
Right? We'll all do that.
Yes.
I'm gonna help you.
Ready?
Well done. All right, one thing short, and I think if you know Bruce, you'll know why I'm going to say this. While I drove up past the covered bench, I expected Bruce to be sitting here because he was always the first one, always the first one,
Absolutely.
to be at a meeting. And we know that because I would walk in relatively early for a council meeting, and there was Bruce in the third row, about 2 seats over, and he was there waiting. He would be there, and that's why I said, will he be sitting on that bench? But I think he is.
Maybe he is.
He is.
I thought the same
He
thing
is.
when I was driving by.
Yeah, so he is sitting here, and I can't thank enough the three of you how you got this off the ground and into the ground, and we thank Public Works also for laying down this platform. We all have great memories of Bruce, and I shared one with Ed privately, which is not today to bring this up, but we really thank Bruce for all his involvement. Anybody else have a little quick story about Bruce, or would like to share? Anyone?
I just want to say one of the first neighborhood watch meetings we were at that Bruce was at. We're sitting there, and obviously everybody's complaining about traffic patterns, what's going on. It was actually right out here. So Bruce stands up and he goes, and we don't have a clue. We're still learning our way through. And Bruce turns around and he goes, actually, that's a county road, and you can't put a stop sign on it because it's county, that's not town. And I looked, with the way he presented it, he seemed like he knew what he was talking about, right? And over time, we realized that he really did know what he was talking about. And he was a great asset, a good man, and so I think this is great. That's it.
Thank
I
you.
normally don't say anything, but I would like to say, he was a very generous man. When we did the backpack giveaway, if I said I needed more of this, he went out and he bought it. So he was a very generous man. Yes, absolutely.
It's about making sister. It's about making my sister.
Go ahead, sit on it. So we thank you all for coming. He's touched our lives, and it's well deserved.